new is gone. Our home, our lives, all that we were, dust. Blasted across empty, heartless skies. But we live. Our legacy lives. Within every ship we fly. Upon every world we touch. In our hearts. In yours. There will be challenge. You will know fear. But you will overcome. You will survive. And answer vengeance with blood. You will do as you must. Rule cannot be handed to the faithless. Our legacy cannot be lost to villains. Bury the past to face the future. In enemies, find allies. There is no price we have not paid. No loss we have not felt. Our dead world. Our long suffering. These are not ends. We are not ended. For your crew, for your people, for this new home, we must face all doubt. We must break the strong who would destroy us and overcome the impossible. We must fight against any and all. We must, we will, for we are Romulans!
The youngest of our kind rely on stories to know what our people were like before. Strong, secretive, warlike. We were feared. We were powerful. Then, everything changed. 22 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova. The resulting explosion traveled through subspace to hit Romulus and Remus, our homeworlds. No one could have predicted that would happen, and no one could have stopped it. Millions died. Those who survived were scattered across dozens of worlds. One day we were citizens of one of the greatest powers of the galaxy, and the next, we were just trying to survive. Every day was a struggle if you weren't part of the militant and oppressive Tal Shiar, or ruling everything from on high like Empress Sela. For ordinary Romulans, military victories don't mean much when you're hungry. Life goes on. The Klingons and Starfleet are at one another's throats. The battles light years away don't affect us much. The Tal Shiar are the more immediate threat. They're rebuilding the Empire by force, and pressing anyone they think can help into service. But even they don't seem to know we're here. We've put down roots and found friends. Today we'll celebrate what we've created. With hard work and some good fortune, true Romulans will once again rise to be a power in the galaxy. The first step on that path begins here. There you are. The security chief was looking for you earlier. She said there's trouble at the vineyard. Avrak's been filing reports all night about Kellids chewing at the vines. He's really worked up. Something must have annoyed them. It's not typical Kellid behavior. With the big celebration tonight, I think everyone's a little overexcited. Even the bugs. You should listen to one of Avrak's messages before you head out there.
Interactable items have a glow around them. Walk up and press the X button to interact with the console.
Please tell me you'll help me. Kellids are in the vineyard chewing through the irrigation pipes, and everyone says they're too busy getting ready for the big party to come and do something about it. There won't be any party if everyone's knee-deep in water by nightfall. Get over here and help me fix this. When are you coming over here? This is getting ridiculous. No one appreciates me around here. No one. They think these crops just grow without any help from anyone. Tending these vines is a lot of work. No one says thank you. No one pats me in the back. They just keep asking for more. God, look, just get over here and take care of the kilns, all right? And maybe say thank you for all the work I do to keep these vineyards in shape. It's me again. Ignore the other message I sent. I lost my temper. I'm sorry. Maybe that's why you're not here yet. I really could use your help, though. These Kellids are chewing through everything, and they won't stop. And no one here has even tried to help. They just keep bouncing me to other people. First to Tovan, then to Navala, then to you. Well, what's next? Should I ask one of the kids? Just please come here soon. Thanks.
If the Kellids are chewing up the vineyard, you should probably grab a pistol, just in case. I'd join you, but the chief has me looking into some odd comm chatter we picked up yesterday. We'll have to catch up later.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective. Your plasma beam pistol has been automatically equipped. You can practice on the nearby bottles. Press the R2 button to attack. Hold the triangle button to holster and draw your weapon. To sprint, press and hold the left stick while moving.
Finally. Which message? Oh, never mind that either. It's chaos here. I need some help. Normally we collect nectar from the local Kellid insects.
Something's driven them into a frenzy. They're chewing on our irrigation system and flooding the vineyard.
Excellent, excellent. The broken pipes are obvious. They're the ones spraying water everywhere. Kellid shouldn't give you too much trouble. A few bursts from your pistol will take care of them.
Interactions can be interrupted by movement or combat.
Flooding has stopped, but if those Kellids come back, they'll just break the pipes again. Something's making the insects go crazy. With bugs this size, that's a real problem. Navala might be able to help. She's goofing off again. She knows all about Kellids. She's normally down by the greenhouse this time of day. Tell her to stop being lazy and keep these critters contained.
Good idea. Talk to Navala.
I bet she's just lounging around right now, not even thinking about all the damage being done to my vineyard. No one around here wants to put in a good day's work. Well, except for you.
Just in time. Did you talk with Avrak? He said that I'm what? Lazy? That I've been... Ugh! He's just trying to make me look bad so he can get a promotion. Oh, that's so old-fashioned. Let me tell you what's actually happening. The Kellids are going crazy. I've been working all day to keep them out of the residential areas. This aggressive behavior is new, and we need to figure out what's causing it. That means gathering samples from some of these creatures.
An item is dropped for you. Move near the item and it will be automatically added to your inventory.
This metal has some kind of fungus growing on it that's similar to the spores we found on some of the Kellid carapaces. It might explain their behavior, but how are they getting infected in the first place? Also, the flying Kellids have never come out of the cavern before. This is so strange. You're right. The source of the infection could be somewhere inside the cavern. Head over there and see if you can find out what's aggravating the nest. And be careful. A strange machine and some weird drone things? That is troubling. Someone's been in there. We'll have to let the Maori know about this. It's good you disabled the device, though. Maybe now the Kellids will calm down. I took a look at those biological samples while you were gone, but I can't do much more than a basic tricorder scan. It's just not my area. Devex might be able to help. He was an engineer in the Romulan military before the homeworld was destroyed. Now he's helping us with our water supply, and anything else that takes more specialized knowledge. You should talk to him.
What do you need with an old space hound like me? I have an idea of what this might be? Maybe. I saw something like this once before, when I was out beyond the Eridon Belt. We responded to a distress call from a mining outpost. When we got there, all the people were just gone, vanished without a trace. The only things we found were a strange beacon and some odd spore samples. These look very similar. Of course. Go forth and analyze. My equipment is all yours to use.
Some missions in Star Trek Online will change based on your career track. Engineering, science, or tactical.
I've only seen fungal biotech like this once before. Remember that mining station that I mentioned? Before we arrived, they reported several disappearances. Some thought it was paranoia, but we had reports that said intruders would beam in right through the colony's magnetic shield, right into someone's quarters, sedate them, and then vanish without a trace. We didn't know what to believe, but I don't think those miners were paranoid. Something did happen to them, and it could happen again. That's what my commander believed. We found a beacon with almost the same configuration as the one you found. We weren't able to get much from it before we shut it down, but the one thing we learned is that the beacon was made by a race that called themselves the Elachi. We stayed in orbit for a few days, but the Elachi never came back. That's good news for us, seeing that you disabled the beacon you found in the caverns. That's right. He's the man in charge, so he needs to know. I'd be surprised if he doesn't want to send someone down there to analyze that beacon. Could be these Elachi were interested in our colony for some reason. Lucky for us, you were there to put a stop to whatever they were trying to do.
Jolan True. I heard Avrak yelling all the way over here. I'm sorry you had to deal with his problems on our day of celebration. That does sound very mysterious. However, you seem to have taken care of the immediate problem, disabling this beacon and dispatching the drones. You have my thanks. I'll assign some engineers to examine the device and set up surveillance on the cave as soon as possible. If what Devek says is true, we don't want that beacon turned on again. Now that's settled, why don't you try to relax for a while? Enjoy the festival. We'll talk again tomorrow after the engineers have finished their analysis of the device.
I'm just finishing up too. I'm going to head back to the restaurant. Meet me for a drink when you're done. Hey there. Long day? I can't believe how far this colony has come. Just look at how much we can accomplish without being ruled by the Tal Shiar. Word is, someone named Zatan is trying to fight them, but... me? I'm content with what we have here. Let's go enjoy the festival.
Friends and neighbors, welcome to the tapping. The Kellet nectar has been harvested, the ale is brewed, and we can finally taste the fruits of our labors. And like this fine vintage, our colony has taken time and effort to develop. Since the loss of the homeworld 22 years ago, we have known fear, hunger, and pain. We have struggled. We have overcome every difficulty. We have mourned those who are no longer with us, and we have welcomed new friends into our home. And now we celebrate. The trials are behind us. Virinat is prosperous and growing. We will face new challenges in the future, but we will face them together.
Get the shuttles ready. You should find Navala and Dorian to help organize the militia. Get as many civilians to safety as you can. After that, we stop whoever or whatever is attacking our home. Come in. Are you all right? What's happening over there? Did you find Forian? I'm at the shipyard with Devex, and we're prepping the shuttles for evacuation. I don't know what's going on here. We need to get people out while we can. If you can get a rifle, you can fight your way out. Can you make it? We need to call for help. I don't know who'll answer, but we have to do something. I tried to send a distress signal, but they damaged our transceiver array. We still have a chance, though. We need to deal with some of the Tal Shiar, and then get a replacement battery.
Press the triangle button to switch between the two equipped weapons.
Just keep coming. Get a battery from the marketplace. We need to send out a distress signal.
Congratulations, citizen.
We're taking heavy... Shuttle's head coming in. We're jamming their sensors. When they get us, they'll think you were caught in the explosion.
They're not attacking. DeVex showed me how to fly his warbird. We're almost there. Navigation is online, but we need some components to get our weapons and warp drive operational. We'll need both if we want to have any hope of fighting the Tal Shiar.
Press up to increase your ship's speed. Press down to decrease your ship's speed.
This'll do nicely. We just need a little more salvage.
Use the left stick to pitch downward or upward, as well as to turn left or right.
Weapons are online. Let's test them out on some of these derelict ships nearby. They're not shielded, so we can just use our torpedoes to finish them off.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it. Use your torpedo to attack enemies who are not shielded.
Scrap neutronium. We can use that to reinforce the hull of this old warbird. Three more of these should get this hull good to go.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Good shot.
An item has dropped for you. Move towards the item to automatically loot it.
Vex will be happy to see this old warbird get some use. I think it's safe to say weapons are fully online. Time to take out the Tal Shiar satellites dead ahead.
Use your plasma beam to weaken shielded targets. shield is down. You must be out of combat to hail Tovan Kev. The red alert message at the top of your screen will appear if you are in combat.
Great. All systems are go and full impulse is back online. I'm picking up a distress signal nearby. It must be people from the colony. More colonists managed to escape the surface. The distress signal is close. Searching. There! We have to help them!
Hold the up button to activate and deactivate full impulse.
Turn off full impulse. There's a Tal Shiar drone dead ahead. I'm back on the bridge, and I figured out how I can improve our torpedoes. Just give me the order, and I'll get started. Scanners are picking up more colonists in Tal Shiar nearby. We have to rescue our friends.
Press the circle button to activate high-yield torpedo. High-yield torpedo will increase the power of your next torpedo attack. Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shield has failed.
Thank the elements. We thought we were done for.
I think it's safe to say we're a fully operational ship. I'm getting an alert. There's another distress signal coming in from one of the colony's shuttles. We can do a short-range warp jump to get to them. Do you want to go now, or stay here to wipe out any other incoming drones? They look like they'll be coming in to do sweeps in the area. There aren't any colonists here. Just this strange ship. I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's gigantic. Engineering reports that the ship has scanned us, but they're not responding to my hails. What should we do? done something to the ship. Nothing is responding. I can't even warp us out of here. I think I might be able to get a comm channel up to hail them. What do you want me to do? We're getting a reply. What the... They seem to be rearranging our words and sending them back. Listen. I'm picking up another ship. This one is Tal Shiar. It's decloaking.
So the Alachi were right. A handful of pitiful Romulan refugees managed to escape. When will you colonists learn that no matter how far you run, you cannot escape your obligations? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Colonel Hakiv of the Tal Shiar. On behalf of the Romulan Star Empire, I hereby lay claim to this colony and all of its inhabitants. Surrender now, and I will ensure that you serve us in the way you are most suited. Fire weapons at will!
This is Tamara of the Romulan Republic. All Shiar stand down immediately.
I can destroy you.
Press the L button to redistribute power amongst your shield bases. This will balance out your shield strength by diverting power away from your stronger shields.
So the insect has managed to sting me. You little one, this is not the end. Even now, more of my ships are on their way. And the next time, you won't have anyone to protect you.
I am Tamara, commander of the Romulan Republic. We picked up your distress signal while on a mission in a nearby system. I would say we arrived just in time given your ship's condition. Who are you? And what happened here? I am truly sorry. This is not the first time I've heard a story like this, and I fear it will not be the last. And these Ilachi creatures, they are troubling. We need to know more about them and why they're working with a snake like Hakiv. As I said, I'm with the Romulan Republic. You may have heard of us. We are not the terrorists the Tal Shiar make us out to be. With our leader, Datan, we are working to gather survivors of the destruction and fight the tyranny of the Tal Shiar. We have a flotilla nearby. If you're interested, we would welcome you and your friends to join us there. I appreciate your willingness to do what's right. I'm transmitting the coordinates of our flotilla to your ship now. When you arrive, we can repair your vessel and work out our next move. Thank you again. I'll make sure you won't regret your decision.
I don't know how I feel about this, but I guess siding with Tamer is better than risking death on our own. And he did help us out with the Tal Shiar. The coordinates are loaded up whenever you're ready to go. I think the colonists we rescued are eager to get someplace safe.
Greetings. I am Sub-Commander Nadell, assistant to Commander Tamer. Please follow me to the Commander's quarters. There is much to discuss. Commander, our guests have arrived.
Excellent. I'll get them up to speed. There is much to do.
I'll be glad to show one of you around while the other stays and talks with Tamer.
I'll take the tour, and then meet you back on the ship when you're ready.
Greetings. I hope all is going well with you.
Good to see you and Tovankev made it to the flotilla of the new Romulan Republic. To be brief, we are a group that was founded by Titan to combat the tyranny of Empress Sela and her Tal Shiar. Our goal is to unify the shattered Romulan people under a new democracy instead of Sela's tyrannical rule. There is much to do, however. I can answer any questions you may have. What's next is that you receive our uniform and get a tour of the flotilla. After that, you'll receive your first assignment. However, you must understand that by joining us, you mark yourself as an enemy to the Tal Shiar. Hakiv and his people will see you as a threat, and there isn't anything they won't do to stop you. Are you ready to accept that? Good. You should get yourself down to Lieutenant Delatham. You can get a uniform from him if you want to change out of those civilian clothes. You can also have your ship modified. We can't get you into a more powerful vessel yet, but we can change the appearance of your ship if you want. When you're done, return to your ship. I should have your first assignment ready and sent to your ship by then.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Your minimap shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the minimap if you are far away from your objective.
Hello again. Now that you're settling in, I wanted to speak with you about what our overall goals will be. First and foremost, we are looking for a new planet to call home. Tamer and his crew are handling that search. While the search continues, I am working on any possible alliances that we can make with the Federation and the Klingon Empire. We will need allies if we are to proceed. Your task will be the protection and recovery of other Romulans spread throughout this sector. We're finding more by the day. Some have already joined us, but others do not believe in our cause. It will be up to you and your crew to protect these colonies from the Tal Shiar and to recruit anyone willing to assist us. Do you have any questions? If not, I would suggest you return to your ship. Tamer will have his orders ready for you.
Sounds like we've got our orders. If you're ready, I can beam you back to the ship. However, before that, I need to ask a favor. I have a sister. Her name is Rena Kev. She and I were separated a long time ago. I want to try to find her. As we're doing our missions, could you try to ask about Rena? Thanks.
Most missions can be turned in remotely. Hold the X button to bring up your Captain Commands menu, and select Turn In to report to the contact and turn in the mission.
All set to go, I trust? Good. There is a lot to do. Your first target is already under attack by the Tal Shiar. There's no time to lose.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Greetings. I have new orders for you. If we're going to have a chance at breaking away from Sela and the Tal Shiar, we need allies. There are a lot of little settlements like yours out there. We're in contact with some of them, but we're always reaching out to try to make new alliances. I've heard that a group of Romulans has taken up residence in a Suliban helix in the Beta Quadrant. I'd like you to visit them. Feel them out, help them if you can. But most of all, find out if they would be willing to join Detan in his search for a new homeworld. Greetings.
Click
I
to
have
order
new
your crew
orders
to
for
plot
you.
a course to your next mission. This is your character. Select the item in the list you wish. You can also view.
We've arrived at the Helix, but we're not the only ship here. A Tal Shiar warbird is approaching from the direction of the primary structure. They haven't raised shields yet, but their weapons are online. Wait, they're hailing us. Your orders? Ship on main viewer. It's a Tavaro light warbird. Designation IRW Shardar. They could be Tal Shiar.
To the person in command, be advised, you are in violation of Tal Shiar Security Order 63-R. Your vessel is operating in this area without authorization. Identify yourself immediately, or your actions will be considered hostile. You don't want that kind of trouble. The Tal Shiar has the authority to track down terrorists that threaten the Romulan Star Empire, no matter where they try to hide. And don't bother with deception. Our records indicate a warbird with your ship's designation was decommissioned years ago. We've already identified you. Stealing military property is a serious crime. Care to explain, Commander?
We plead for mercy. There are only civilians on the Helix. We don't have much more than we can scavenge from the cell ships. As we told the other Tal Shiar, there are no terrorists here. The Cabal are long gone. Take whatever scrap you need, but please stop taking our people. Then why are you here? We don't have much to trade, and we don't want any trouble. There are a few Romulan refugees hiding within the Helix. They said they needed temporary shelter and would be leaving soon. We meant no harm. How are we to know they are wanted terrorists? Please just take them with you and go. Your actions speak for your true goals. If you help us by repairing the Helix arm structures, then we'll help you get the refugees to your ship. But hurry. We're in jeopardy every moment you remain here. More Tal Shiar have entered the system. Please help us.
Romulan battle cloaking devices can be used in combat, but your weapon systems and shields are disabled while it is active. Target shields have failed.
transfer. More Tal-Shiar ships are entering the area.
Attacking enemies who are below your singularity level. The higher your singularity level, the more damage it will deal.
Now that the arms are restored, we've located the refugees. They are being moved to a centralized location so you can get a transporter lock. We've explained the situation to them, but a representative for the group is asking to speak with you.
Kayan informs me that we're being transported to your vessel. We realize that we can't stay on the Helix, but we have no intention of being forced into servitude. The Tal-Shiar already destroyed our home. All we want is for you to leave us on an uninhabited world, or someplace we can hide and try to rebuild our lives. We've heard of Datan. We've also heard rumors that he's plotting a revolt against the Tal-Shiar. Going to him sounds more dangerous than staying here. I know I'm out of options. That doesn't mean I have to like it. I don't know why the Tal-Shiar are abducting our families, but we can't afford to lose anyone else. How about I make you a deal? You personally guarantee that my friends will be safe at Datan's fleet, and I'll work for you. I've served as a science officer on multiple civilian vessels. I can help you. I can't run anymore. If I need to fight the Tal-Shiar to keep my friends safe, that's what I'll do. Rena Kev. No, I don't know anyone by that name.
All the refugees are aboard, but there's more trouble. A Tal-Shiar battleship, the IRW Koval, has entered the system. They're hailing us, and they're asking for you by name. Remember, they're not here to be friends.
You are ordered to stand down. You are wanted for questioning by the Tal-Shiar. Lower your shields and surrender your vessel and crew, or prepare to face the consequences. Your actions speak for themselves. You'll answer for the destruction you've caused today. Remember, you were given a chance to surrender.
I recommend using our cloaking device to get close enough for a sneak attack.
up your Captain Commands menu and select Return to Sector Space to leave orbit.
Thank you for taking the refugees. Tell them we're sorry. We simply have no way to protect them. Hopefully they'll find refuge with your fleet. Our best hope now is to cooperate with the Tal Shiar and tell them that you have taken the refugees. We can't offer much, but I'll tell other Suliban that Detan's fleet is standing up to the Tal Shiar. I'm also sending you the contact for a friendly local trader in case you need salvage or have goods to sell. But please, keep our involvement discreet. And please go. Leave now before more Tal Shiar arrive.
Cayenne closed the channel. He's right. They'll be lucky if the Tal Shiar let them live. We should leave and report back to Tamer. Some of the refugees we brought aboard may have Starship experience. If we're expecting more trouble, we'll need some help on the bridge.
We'll give the refugees a good home here. They'll be safe, and we'll do all we can to help them. This is just the start. We won't stop until we're on a new world, one of our own. Greetings.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
You have a new Captain power available in your radio menu. Press the L2 button to show all your powers. Use the left stick to navigate this radio menu. Press the L3 button to set your quick power and update the default Captain power to use. Press the right trigger to activate a power directly from this radio menu.
Many Remans settled on Craterus after the fallout from Shinzan's rebellion. While they were safe from the destruction of Romulus and Remus, Craterus is a bleak world, with little in the way of habitable land. There are ample mineral deposits, which the Remans mine and sell for food and other necessities, but their lives there are harsh and unforgiving. Anyone who could survive on Craterus for as long as the Remans have, has strength. We could use that strength in our search for a homeworld, and I know the Remans have no love for the Tal Shiar. Go to Craterus, talk to the Remans, show them we are sincere and that we need their support. Greetings. I have new orders for you.
Shi'ar are approaching Craterus, and they've already engaged a group of Riemann vessels in orbit. The Riemanns are sending out a general distress call. We have to help them.
Commander Kai of the Decimus. 20 vessels in pursuit. There has been an unprovoked assault on our colony by Shi'ar agents. They've attacked our mortar probe. We're suffering heavy losses. Please, we need your assistance.
The Decimus is too heavily damaged. They can't respond to our hails. They won't last much longer if we don't help them.
Press the right trigger to fire an energy weapon. Press the right bumper to fire torpedo.
Follow your attack vector and provide support fire.
Structural integrity.
Thank you for your assistance. We're continuing emergency repairs, but most of our major systems are offline. The Shi'ar sent detachments to the surface, and our colony is not responding to hails. With our transporters down and shuttle bay damaged, I cannot send a security team to investigate. The Shi'ar have never been so bold. How can you be so certain? It doesn't make sense. They've left us alone for years. What would they gain by destroying our home? We keep to ourselves and we do not challenge the Shi'ar.
With all due respect, we've seen this before. The Shi'ar destroyed our colony on Virenat without warning. If we don't get your people off Craterus immediately, they'll be defenseless when the invasion force arrives.
Invasion force? We aren't in any position to begin an evacuation. The head of our fleet, Obisek, and most of our ships are on maneuvers out of the system. They can't possibly return in time. Until we re-establish communication with the colony, Our priority must be to protect the people on the surface. Find Zden. He will help you. He resides near the communication tower on the outskirts of the colony. If we re-establish communication, then we can formulate a plan. Zden's to the northwest, near a force field. If planetary communications are disabled, you'll need his help to bring the transmitter back online. We'll do our best to keep more Tal Shiar from beaming down, but I can't promise we'll be able to stop them.
Why are the Tal Shiar doing this?
Thank you, stranger. I don't understand why this is happening. You're obviously not with the Tal Shiar. Why are you here? Commander Kai. Good. Follow me and then explain what's going on. We should get inside the security field before more Tal Shiar arrive. Follow me. We need to know more. It's clear that our colony is under attack, but why are the Tal Shiar doing this? Why attack Craterus? What are they after? There's no reason for the Tal Shiar to attack Craterus. We've been an established colony for over 23 years. We were given permission to settle here by Donatra. Why would the Tal Shiar attack a colony of their own people?
So the rumors are true! I told you, Father. The Tal Shiar have declared war on our people. They're going to kill us!
It doesn't make any sense. We aren't a threat to the Tal Shiar. What do they have to gain? They can't do this without anyone noticing. evacuate. We must inform the Council. Who is going to listen to my order to evacuate? Obasek isn't here. He left Kai in charge. Why doesn't he give the order to evacuate?
That explains a lot. When we couldn't reach anyone, Slamek said he was going to check on the transmitter. He hasn't come back yet. We should find him and see if we can get communications back online.
Without the transmitter, we'll have to start contacting colonists individually. The word will spread, but it will take some time. Obviously, something is going on, but I'm not the one to order an evacuation. The fleet or the Council should make that determination.
You'll need help. If you're going out to the transmitter, I'm going with you. Maybe we can find Slamek there.
Farrell, you should stay here. Let these people handle this. We don't know the whole story yet. We need more information. We need to know what the Tal Shiar want. At least stay behind the security field until we hear from the Council.
Father, you can see what the Tal Shiar have done. These people need my help to get the transmitter working again. We'll take some weapons and armor before we leave. Don't worry, I can handle myself.
You're alive!
Farrell, you found me before those things did. I tried to repair the transmitter, but it was pointless. As you can see,
Watch where you're shooting! We need those shuttles!
Looks like you've lost a few friends.
We're gonna need a new plan.
Didn't you hear me? The controls are destroyed. The transmitter is worthless.
Slamek, you're not helping. What if we set up a bypass relay? If it works, we might be able to control the transmitter glitch from Zedek's shuttle, or even our secondary console at home.
It's possible, but I don't think it would work.
Slamek! Try to set up a bypass relay for the controls. If you can get it working, Then we'll head back to my father and see if we can access the transmitter from there.
Those things coming from?
Told you it probably wouldn't work.
We should go back to my father, see if he's heard any news.
Look up! We gotta get out of here now!
What kind of ship is
We don't know. It attacked our colony on Viranak.
They're attacking here. We need to warn other colonies.
Believe it or not, that's what we're trying to do.
Able to repair the primary transmitter. I set up a portable transmitter relay and gathered as many neighbors as I could. I'm glad you found Slavic. I'm not going to argue. Our security field is down and the Tal Shiar are attacking the colony. Hopefully everyone who hasn't already heard the message will realize what's happening and evacuate. There are more people on the outskirts of town. If I can get to them in the shuttle, I may be able to get them to safety. Understood. Please, take Farrell with you. I'll take Slamak with me to help scan for survivors.
Father, I should go with you. It took me weeks to repair the shuttle's drive system. If something goes wrong, you'll need me there.
You'll be safer on their ship. Slamak can help you if we run into trouble. I'll broadcast the coordinates to every shuttle within range once we're in the air. Now go. We need to look for survivors.